folks, welcome back to the channel. John from Designed Elegance Pastry Shop here. So we have a special request. Tonight we have someone has asked us to make a big giant ho-ho cake. They want to see a big giant chocolate roll with the buttercream and the fudge and the yumminess and, you know, slice it off, put it on the plate. You know what I'm talking about. So we could do, you know, the whole genoa roll and all that, but quite frankly, I don't think that cake tastes all that good. I mean, okay, it's basically made for putting a liqueur into it and then soaking it and all that good stuff. And instead of doing that, I just want to go with the chocolate cake. All right, so we'll keep it simple with the cake and the buttercream and the fudge. All right, so that being said, I've got a chocolate cake from the grocery store here. And what I'm gonna do is just open it up. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sift the mix. Okay, whenever you start with a grocery store box mix, you always want to sift the mix. And what that does is it breaks up all the chunks and it makes it so that when you go to put your wet ingredients in, it just mixes right in real quick and simple. You don't have to worry about doing it on, you know, first speed for 30 or 45 seconds and then second speed for 2 minutes, or, you know, you don't have to worry about any of that. And you'll see what I mean. Okay, so we got nice smooth cake mix. We don't need this. And this particular mix calls for 3 whole eggs. Okay, and then we have a half cup plus 1 full cup and a quarter of water. Okay, and we'll give it a little mixy. Now I added just a little bit extra water to the mix because I want this to be a looser chocolate than a normal cake would be, because I'm going to roll it up. Okay. All right. So here's our batter, and it's always good to give it a little stir in the bottom, make sure it's all consistent the way through. Perfect. Okay, so now to prepare our pan, what I want to do is I have a parchment sheet, okay, that is going to fit right snug into the pan. Okay. Gonna go ahead and spray all 4 edges. All right, now I don't need all of that batter. I only need about 2/3 of it. So that looks good. Well, that's a little less. Yeah, let me put a little bit more in. Okay. Still got that much in the bowl. We can always add more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just move the pan around so that it coats the bottom. A little bit more. Okay. Just come back. All right, so the whole thing's coated. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more batter here. I don't want it to be too thick because if I do, then it's going to be hard to roll. But I definitely want it to be, you know, a substantive, you know, a substantial piece of cake. So we'll let it go like that. Okay, so I don't know how long this is going to bake. I would say probably no more than 10 minutes, 12 minutes at the tops. Okay, I have a preheated oven. We're going to pop it in. We'll keep track of how long it takes. We'll bake it at the normal temperature. Okay, so for you folks at home, in your oven at home, you would set your oven to about 345, 350. And then, you know, about part way through, you're going to want to turn the cake. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll time it, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, this wasn't in for very long at all, maybe about 7-8 minutes total. Okay, I did switch it, and you can see that it's baked. It's firm, but it's not, you know, it's not hard. Okay, it's a little spongy. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer to another pan. Okay, actually I don't even really need to do that. I'll just put it on the table. What I want is for it to cool a little bit. Okay. Do this without burning myself, hopefully. Alright. What you want to do is loosen it from the pan. Okay. All right, we want to let this cool for just a minute. Okay. So it's thinner here than it is here. So I think I want my thinner part to be on the end, thicker part to be in the center. Actually, no, I changed my mind. We'll do the smaller part on the inside. That way I can get a tighter spiral. Okay, so like I said, this was in the oven for, what do you think, about 6-8 minutes?
Give or take.
If that, it wasn't in for very long at all.
No.
And in the meantime, while it was in the oven, I fluffed up some buttercream. And I'm gonna just give this a final fluff, and then I'm gonna spread this on. All right, folks, welcome back. We've been sitting here for about 10 minutes with the cake on the table, letting it cool off a little bit. In the meantime, I fluffed my buttercream a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna give this a flip around, okay? And I'm being very, very gentle with it. It's extremely delicate, okay? So, and I did that because I like to go this way with it. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do here, like I said, I have my buttercream all fluffed. Okay. And let's see here. Okay. There's no particular amount. I'm just using what I have in the bowl here. I had to do a pink cake earlier, so I got some extra pink buttercream, which, you know, is perfect. Okay. I'm not going to go all the way to the very edge. Stay about ½ inch in. Okay. I'm just working it nice and slow, nice and gradual here. Okay. Just like that. Very nice. Looks like we got a lot of icing right there. Okay. All right, nice. Okay, so we're basically pretty smooth and even. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to bring this up a little bit and pull the paper away. Now it's going to be a little messy at first until we get the roll going, but then it'll smooth right out and look right. Remember, this is the thinner part. See, there we go. You want to use the paper as much as you can to roll it. See? Okay, now I gotta kind of flop it over a little bit. See? And again, you want to keep pulling your paper off. Look at that. Okay, now instead of taking it all the way, what I'm going to do is come this way, okay, and then roll it back. Okay, I'm going to turn this so that you can see. Okay, so I'm rolling it back, and now I'm going to tuck that under. Okay, and then roll it right out, just like so. Okay. Now we let it chill. Okay. This is basically just a little bit warm to the touch, but not warm enough that it's going to melt the buttercream. Well, you saw it get a little bit slippery there, but it's not too bad. Okay, so can you see the swirl?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Okay. So now we're going to let this go into the freezer, okay? And we'll probably come back to in about ½ an hour or so, I would think. We'll time it, of course, because that's what we do. But yeah, the next step, okay, basically the last step after we chill this is going to be to take some of this this yummy ass fudge that I made earlier. Okay, we're going to put this on the top, and that's going to be our ho-ho. Okay, so you got your cake, you got your icing, you got your fudge on top. We're going to just douse it right on, more the better. Okay, so that's what we're making here. So sit tight, we'll be back just like that. All right, folks, welcome back. So we twisted it up, we put it on the pan, we put it in the freezer, and we let it sit for quite a while. And now I'm just gonna unwrap like so. And flop it right over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I warmed this up so it's on the melty side. I don't want it to be too runny because I don't want it to just run right off. But I do need to be able to spread it. Alright, let's just put it on and see what happens. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, look at that.
That's amazing.
It's basically spreading it even. Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Uh-huh. Yeah. There we go. There's our ho-ho. Person that requested this will be so happy. Uh-huh. So, basically you'd want to chill it, of course. But for time's sake, I think that we should just go ahead and slice a bit off and try it. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah, you've been very patient, I must say.
That's okay.
All right, so let's do this.
Okay.
Look at that. Okay, clean the knife. And there we go. Nice slice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that nice? You want to take that picture or what?
Sure.
Yeah, grab the picture before we devour it.
Yes, sir.
There you go. See how that twisted right up?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah? All right, here. I'm gonna. Are you setting your camera back up?
It's okay.
Okay, here. Here, be careful.
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna do the same. Oh man, look at that. So the buttercream is gonna, it's gonna hold it together.
Oh yeah.
So. Oh yeah. Wow, that's so happening. I gotta tell you, I love the fudge. What do you think of the cake?
Decadent.
It's not as fudgy as my normal cake.
No.
Well, I added a little extra water to the mix. And what that did was it watered the whole thing down, made it so that it would be easier to then roll up because it was less dense. You know what I mean? So, anyway, oh yeah. Gotta tell you folks, I've had a lot of buttercream in my life and I don't need this. Just saying. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Now that would be good with yellow cake too. Heck yeah, for sure. All right. Well, folks, there you go. Take a good look. Wow. So yummy.
So worth the result.
Well, worth being patient, you know,
Indeed.
doing step by step. You know, you gotta, you know, make sure each step is done properly along the way. If you hurry it, then you just end up with a mess. But if you're patient and you do it with the love, because we do it with the love, it's gonna be yummy. And you folks at home, if you try this, I hope it comes out as wonderful as this is, for sure. But I'm sure that if you bake with love and passion, it's going to be wonderful anyway. So if you want to do a comment down below, please feel free. I'd love to have some interaction and, you know, your feedback on these recipes that we do. And yeah, like, subscribe and share and all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless. Thanks.